Welcome back, everybody. This is MegaTrain, and this is my End of Skyblock Let's Play. A director's commentary, if you want to call it that. And a couple things I have to report that are good news. I did have a couple of cows spawn. So, first thing I'm going to be doing this episode is getting these guys somewhere safe so they're not out here walking on tiny little walkways above the void. The second thing that I wanted to mention is I had actually left some edges of my fishing pond unlit, and when I went over to check my mob farm, came back, I had a couple spiders spawn on the edge, so I actually have a couple string. So that should be enough for us to make a fishing pole and maybe do a little bit of fishing this episode. But the first thing we're going to do is get these cows taken care of. I don't know if you guys have had this problem, but in this version 1.7.9 and a couple of the prior ones, I've had some real serious problems keeping animals in pens. Especially when I log in and out, they just glitch out of pens very, very easily. So I'm going to try something here. I'm not positive if it'll have quite the effect that I'm hoping for, but I had a thread on the Minecraft forum asking for ideas here. And one suggestion was to basically put a row of solid blocks around fences, so if they attempt to glitch through, that there's something on the other side stopping them. So let me get this fence up here, and then I'll just use some wheat to guide these guys in here. I think there are 3 cows, and then the one sheep that spawned in a prior episode. Let's get these guys in here. And for that, I'm going to need some wheat. So some slow and steady progress on my farm here. I've just been kind of harvesting these things as they've matured. It's pretty easy for me to come over and just use a whole bunch of bone meal to speed that process up, and I've done that also. So I've got about a half a stack of potatoes here. Maybe I'll put that in a furnace and start using that baked potatoes as a food source as well. Oh, I need wheat, which is what I came over here for. Alright, well, let's get our fishing pole, and I'm going to put a chest over here so we can put our fishing supplies in there. We don't. How do I want to do this? And we'll do a bit of, we'll do a little bit of fishing. So obviously the main thing that we can get is going to be fish, actual fish, for a food supply, and it's a pretty good food supply. Cooked salmon actually gives a slightly better food source than normal cooked fish. But one of the objectives in our achievement book is to actually get one of each of the 4 types of fish. So normal fish, salmon, and what's the third type? Puffer fish. Ooh, a stick. Should be pretty easy for us to get. Those are pretty common types. All right, there we go. It might take us longer to get the clownfish, but so we'll see what we can pull out of here. We could also pull a saddle out of here. We could pull water bottles, I think. I think you can pull lily pads and leather boots and things like that. But I'm not going to make you guys sit here and watch me. Maybe I'll fish for a little while and see what I can come up with. Alright, I've gotten a few different things, including 3 different fish types. But I just noticed we've got some mobbage going on back here. I think when I put up my fence, I didn't properly relight this place. So hopefully I can do this without killing anybody here. Or without killing any of my mobs. Oh, don't do that. Alright, let's get some proper lighting in here. How about this? 1 in each corner. Alright, I've got a few more fish here. No clownfish yet, unfortunately, but I did pull an enchanted bow. Power 3, Unbreaking 3 is not bad at all. And that's going to actually help me in my next quest here. I'm going to stop fishing for a while. I think what I'll try to do is when it starts raining, I'll come back over and resume fishing. I'm not sure if you're aware, but during rain, your fishing becomes quite a bit more efficient. Alright, I think we're about ready to go. I've got a few more stacks of cobblestone. I'm going to be using a lot of slabs. In the meanwhile, I've been doing more with my cows here. They're making a big racket, but building up quite a number. Now, I'm past the point where more are going to spawn, because I'm past the, I think it's 12 or 13 passive mob spawning limit. So if I want to get any more sheep or anything else, I'm going to need to weed this back down. So I'll definitely do that after these guys grow up. That'll give me a good supply of meat and leather as well. But we're going to go ahead and head to the Nether and see what we can accomplish there. We're going to get out to that extra island that we saw in the distance and see what we can find. Let's make this a one-way thing so Pigmen can't get back. The one thing I've found, and I guess I'd maybe just forgotten, is that Pigmen don't really care about light levels. They will spawn differently on different surfaces, but lighting this up isn't going to help prevent these from spawning, which is why I need to get some half slabs. So I'm going to be using those. But the first thing I'm going to do is really protect my island here and my portal. If a ghast was able to spawn somewhere, that might be a pretty big problem unless I had this thing protected all the way around. Alright, so this is going to protect the backside. And we'll go ahead and pick up this glowstone while we're here, while we're thinking about it. I do not want to pick up this mycelium until I have silk touch. So I'm going to leave that where it is. Okay, that is mostly fully enclosed. Let's get some half slab stairs coming down. And can I protect that? building out forward just a little bit. So this still isn't fully enclosed, but let's cover this over just a tiny bit more. And I'm going to need a place to put this down. Alright, so let's put our crafting table here. We'll put this here. A stack of arrows in there. Some of our other resources. Half slabs. Alright, well, I brought a lot of cobble and I've already used a lot of it up. So I may need to get more at some point here. That's pretty enclosed. A gas would have to be like way down there shooting straight to get in there, so hopefully that won't occur. Alright, so I'm going to build out toward this island, and like I said, I really like to I want to prevent any pigmen from spawning, so I'm going to put, every time I put a block down, I'm going to put a half slab on top of it. I am not comfortable with just putting half slabs. I'm afraid I would glitch through that. So that's why I'm putting down both blocks and slabs. And I may still not have enough cobble. I may have to go back and get more. Alright, we already got some good stuff spawning over there, so we definitely know that that is a location that can spawn fortress mobs. Oh, lovely. They can spawn right inside. You know what? I bet it's, well, it's on cobble here. Alright, well, I guess we can't prevent spawning entirely, at least with that arrangement. Alright, carefully. So I'm going to go out straight until I am level with this other island here. And then I'll just make a corner and go straight toward it. I mentioned this when we were looking at the book at the very beginning. It is not possible on this map to get to the mainland in the Nether. I mean, you can bridge to it, but I've used MC Edit to put a bedrock wall around it, so you will not have any luck if you try to do that. Alright, that is a conventional skeleton there. Using my new Power 3 bow that I got by fishing. That will definitely come in handy here. Let's get rid of that guy. Those guys, if I haven't angered them, which I shouldn't have yet, I could just push off. So we'll just have to make sure we don't get anything else spawning. I mean, I could just use a bow and arrow and shoot them off, but I don't want them to get angry at me. Because right by now I have a mob of pigmen waiting for me. Back on the other side of my nether portal. Hello, guys. Let's finish covering this up. We'll just shift and push you off. There we go. Didn't anger them. Just killed them. Alright, see what we've got up here. We have some nether wart. And I'm actually going to leave half of that nether wart in this chest just in case I die on the way back. Alright, we've got a lapis block. We've got some diamond horse armor. And a book. This island is located in an area of the nether that can spawn fortress mobs. We already know that. Use this lapis lazuli sparingly. This is the only source on the map, although there is another way to get light blue dye. Horses will spawn on grass in certain biomes, so we'll take advantage of that. The only other resource that I might need here, I mean, I could use some netherrack to make a fireplace or something. I might need some soul sand to grow my nether wart. And there's some quartz just to allow you to build, I don't know, some simple contraptions, or maybe to let you decorate your house a little bit. Alright, I'm going to leave that there for right this second. And I'm going to go ahead and half slab this area over. So mobs can still spawn on this spot, and maybe we'll come back and see if we can figure out a good way to get blazes. Actually, I have an idea here. Don't know that I have enough cobble to make it work. Alright. Basically, my idea is if I put a wall behind this, then I can shoot blazes from a distance and they won't fall off the back. So we will probably wait to do that in another episode. But we would like to get this material back safely. Actually, I'm going to stash it in this chest before I go through, just in case I have an angry mob on the other side. I have actually had that happen a couple of times. So, everything that I don't want to lose. How about my power bow? Alright, just in case, I'm going to go check out what it looks like over here first. And let's just scoot these guys off. Hello. Goodbye. Ooh. They keep coming through. One more. Last one. Alright, I think that is it. So let me hop back through here and I can get my stuff. And we'll get it safely and we'll probably call this an episode.